hey, cunts, don't forget to click the subscribe button. One of my things on my bucket list still is still get my Mexican passport. Now, my mother and grandmother wouldn't want me to get it. Why bother? But, now that they tell me that I can't have it, now I want it for sure. And I'm first generation Mexican. My grandparents and parents were born there. I'm allowed to have a Mexican passport. But you can do it in the U.S. Now, take a picture of this, everybody. This is tonight, your goals, and this is how you write an affirmation. But I want you to, in the old days, say, look at how everybody can just snap it. I think that's terrific. Yeah. See, how many Spanish people do we have in the room? Spanish speaking. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. One, two, three, 5. We used to call pendejitos. Is that feminine for pendejo? Pendejitos? Oh, pendeja. Pendeja, just an A, same? Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Bonitas pendejas.
Okay, don't make trouble, Manchester. Now, her skin complexion, she could be in a little village on the way to Guadalajara, little pendeja, Okay, before I start talking about it, everybody got a picture now? Okay, you're going to compile a list. I call it the want list. You're going to convert your goals into affirmations. Begin each affirmation with the word I am. Add an emotion word to each affirmation. Write each affirmation in the present tense using a verb that ends in ing. I'm running through this fast because you got it. You can look at it tonight, okay? ing. Say each affirmation out loud at least twice a day. Napoleon Hill says 10 times a day. I only need them twice a day. If one of your wants is to increase your net worth $5 million every month, then you turn it into a goal by writing it down on your goal list. I want to increase my net worth $5 million each and every month. The affirmation would be, I am happily and easily increasing the amount of my net worth by $5 million each and every month. The phrase I am sends a command to your subconscious so that it can work on this goal for you even while you're asleep. The terms happily and easily tell your subconscious. Remember, your subconscious doesn't know you're full of shit. The premise of this is your subconscious doesn't know you're full of shit. Okay. The phrase I am sends a command to your subconscious. I already said it. The terms happily and easily tell your subconscious that you will not struggle to accomplish this. This works well for me because it also helps me shorten my workday. You may want to use another term that will help you experience the emotions of increased amounts of savings. The present tense word increasing creates a stress between what you are saying and the reality so that your subconscious acts with a sense of urgency. The or more is important also because when you realize how easy it is to increase your savings $5 million each and every month, you may want to immediately raise the amount. These two little words will have already sent the message to your subconscious, and you will reach that monthly amount quicker. The best times to say affirmations are in the morning when you get up, when I do it. I used to do it, and in the evening where I do it now, just before you go to bed. By saying them at night, you're commanding your subconscious to work on them while you sleep. By saying them in the morning, you give your subconscious the opportunity to present a report. The increased focus you experience as a result of this simple activity will produce phenomenal results. Now, the kids, the big kids, smart kids, are taping them, their own voice, and listening to them all night. So they work subliminally. Some of the kids go to Fiverr or Tenor, those things online where you can get somebody with a soothing, sexy voice. Okay. And they listen to them all night. I didn't do that. All I did was read them in the morning and read them at night. Athletes have been doing this since the first Olympia 2,000 years ago. Affirmations. John Elway saw himself a goal to win a Super Bowl in overtime since he's 6 years old, but he didn't say the first Super Bowl. It took him the third Super Bowl before he won. The kids, it's phenomenal. It's mostly been used over the last 100 years by athletes. and only more recently by business people like yourselves the last 30, 40 years. But it works. Abso-fucking-lutely it works. And I'm still saying my affirmations. I've got 23 affirmations. 5 or 6 of the affirmations are for you kids. Like one individual hemorrhoid to me or fucking retard special. I just have one. But I have 3 or 4 that are generally for all the kids. 15 of my affirmations, more or less, are for my children and now grandchildren. And I've been saying affirmations for them since they're 3, 4, 5. And then when they get out of school or they get out of jail or whatever, the affirmations change. And I used to have a few affirmations for my mom and my dad. They're now gone. And I have a couple affirmations for the estate here, that it doesn't fall to shit while I still own it.
Could you share a couple, Dan?
Huh?
Could you share a couple?
Yeah, I can show. I am happily and ecstatic, like a sexual arousement, adding $1 million a day to my net worth. And when I was doing those, I averaged $850,000 a day to my net worth back in that 10-year period. Is it by accident? I don't think so. It was short. I should have said fucking $2 million a day, but I didn't. I thought $1 million a day was over the top. I was wrong. You will never exceed your craziest and wildest expectation. Now, I don't like President Obama, but back in the day when he was 19 years old, when he was a fucking coke head, he said, I'm going to be the first black president. Now, there was no fucking way that guy could be the first black president, when he's 19. I rest my fucking case. But they work. But your subconscious, when I say it, it sounds derogatory. It doesn't know you're full of shit. It doesn't know the difference between reality and what you tell it. I should have said I wanted to weigh 300 pounds. I just thought of that just now. I probably would have jumped up to 320 like that. But it doesn't know. And your kids that you have, and or your grandkids, they don't know. And if you get them, when you get them started on affirmations, as little teeny things, it becomes a way of life. Now, I don't know if it's politically correct now, if kids still say their prayers before they go to sleep. I don't know, okay? I hope I know Catholics still do. I don't know about anybody else. But I mean, affirmations and nightly prayers. I've been saying affirmations and nightly prayer. I wasn't saying affirmations till about the last 30 years, 35 years. But I was saying prayers, nightly prayers, and now nightly prayers and affirmations. And you can ask Sally. I mean, it's just, I still do it. And I'm continuing to change my goals. And if you can see, this is the most classic example of my affirmations and goal setting, and we're sitting in it. This is, I set a castle goal in April 1983 while reading the Robb Report. I looked at castles in the UK Thanksgiving of 83. I bought a UK subsidiary from a large US company in a total unrelated transaction New Year's Eve, 1983, which I explained to you when that guy called me, can you do me a favor and buy this company? Okay. Visited UK company, spring of 84, and decided while in the UK there was a huge opportunity for GWRI to go public. Went back to the US and found something to go public. I actually took an option out on it, remember? Made first offer on the castle of June 84. Went public on my 39th birthday, August of 84. Made final offer in August of 84 for the castle. Moved into the castle September 1, 1984. 15 months later, I'm living here, not in this part, but over there. 15 months. 1 million permutations had to happen. And I have dozens of examples like this for me personally. Dozens. But now that I thought I was going to have a castle on an island, like off the west coast of Scotland. Well, Sally will say, Dan, we're on an island. It's good enough for government work. Okay. I thought we were going to have a moat. We don't have a moat, okay? We got a lock with royal swans, yada, yada, yada. Okay, we got the bridge, no moat. I thought we were going to have 2 tennis courts with our kids playing. We only had 1 tennis court, and I tore it down, but we had 1 tennis court. I thought we were going to have a golf course, 18 holes. We only got 9-hole golf course. I saw nannies and governesses spoiling our children. We had all of the above that. We had nannies and governesses spoiling our children. And I can go on and on and on. But I would recommend you subscribe to the Robb Report. It's a great magazine. And it's now there's 5 or 6 different Robb Reports, but the basic issue, and it's for the rich and affluent, which you're about to be. Where is it? Well, anyway, they're up here someplace. No, I can't find it. Anyway, subscribe to the Robb Report, and you will, the comments that the kids make to me in their weekly report, things I'm not telling Dan, 75% of them, 25% of them are horror stories. My brother stabbed my mother and shit like, okay. But 75% of them, I can't believe how well affirmations work. And I never listen to them all night, but subliminal shit works. And it just does. It just does. And it's part of the immersion. I mean, Roberto said he listens to me 15, 20 minutes when he's getting ready, while he's waiting for breakfast. Deb says he listens to me. I mean, all these successful guys, success leaves clues. You know, and I've showed you some of the horror stories. Not everybody is Einstein, but everybody's not Forrest Gump either. And it works. But if you set, in your goals, when you put your goals down in the paperwork, all your goals were too low. I mean, if you said you're going to make 10 million pounds, I guarantee you won't make 11. I will bet anything on it. And that's why the numbers, you will never exceed your most bodacious goal. So these goals that you're going to do, let me see, I've got a bold, unrealistic, bodacious, over the top, unconventional, and preferably that you cannot accomplish in your lifetime. Bold. The bolder the better. The bolder the better. And the shit happens. Back when, I've had a Rolls Royce since I'm 25, 26. Back in those days when I was smelling the leather, going to the houses, etc., most of the people drove Rollses. Well, fuck. I mean, if I'm going to live in this, and then it was a $1 or $2 million house, which is nothing today, but, they all had Rollses in their parking lot. Occasionally you see a Ferrari or something like that, but normally Rollses. And so, I've been driving Rollses since 1971. Rollses and Bentleys. And it's a family car. I mean, that's just what it is. Sally's added the DB9s and the Ferraris and shit like that, but don't ring my bell exactly, but they ring hers, so indirectly they ring mine. But the bigger the better. The bigger the better, but the more bodacious. You cannot underestimate how much this stuff works. When I set the goal, when I started Great Western, I wanted to be in the top 5 energy executives paid for 5 years. I wanted to be a $2 billion company, and I wanted to be the 50th largest energy company on the planet. That was my goal. I picked 50 because Zapata Energy was 50th then. Who owns Zapata? The Bush family. Okay, I didn't know that at the time. When they threw me out, when they threw me like a dog under the bus, who was the 50th largest fucking energy company on the planet? Great Western Resources. Was that a fucking accident? I don't think so. When they threw me, they just kicked me to the, I'm being a little dramatic now. They kicked me to the fucking curb, which they did. We were the 50th. I was the top three of the 5 years, I was the top paid energy executive in the world. In those days, they were only making 5, 8, 15 million. Now, they're making 50, 80, 200. Now, would I have been in the top 3 years in a row? I don't think so. And I set $2 billion goal for the company, and I fell 1.5 billion short because we were only a $500 million company. This shit works. This shit works. Now, I don't believe 100% in the law of attraction because it's a little wishy-washy for me, but you are who you hang around with. I believe in that for sure. So and I was always attracted to and by super wealthy people, super successful people. And now all that rubbed off. Whereas you can tell yourself who you've been chilling with, been hanging with. Fucking bums. I'm going to choke those fuckers when I come see you. I'm going to jump down there and choke them. You know? We're talking about the event. I'm privileged to be a speaker at for Dan Locke. Get ready, assholes. Get ready. Dan's going to unleash me on you.
No, I gotta film it.
Yeah, okay. Get ready, assholes. Dan's going to unleash me on you. I'm going to choke you till you shit. Yeah. But I mean, they just work. Not that Brian Rose is my support factor, but he says there's 3 or 4 things about the QLA program that turned him, and the affirmations is obviously not obviously, but it is one of them because I know, and because the affirmations allow you to start thinking about yourself in a different light. It's easy to say I want to be a billionaire. But when your subconscious starts seeing you as a billionaire, now $5 million a month is a $5 million a month. Yeah, it's no big fucking deal. But I've done that, been there, done that. But for a guy that makes $45,000 a year, $5 million a month, and you heard Peter, 30 grand to where he is now. 30. That's what his salary was, 30 grand. That's a big, like he said, I'm one of those meatheads. I'm a Hungarian Forrest Gump. I don't know about that because Peter's got a high IQ, but okay, who's my 530? 6. Well, the 2 people just raised their hand. 6.
630 me.
Pendejo. Anyway. I'm telling you, when I talk about this, I told you last night, didn't I? Okay, you can never underestimate how big a pendejo a Mexican or Latino or Spanish-speaking person is. Okay, we'll see you tonight. Tonight's homework is the movie you're going to see and your affirmations and goals, and I believe that's it. And just read about the rich lady, the Chinese lady. She's probably Dan's mother, and he's not telling us the truth.
I wish.
Huh?
I wish.
Okay, guys.